What's up guys, Veminal back at it again with a brand new video review, and this is a very special video because I've been waiting a very long time to get this into the studio. This is the Ultralight 2 Finalmouse Capetown. You can see the box right there, looking very sleek. Very simple package from Finalmouse, and this mouse weighs 47 grams, a mere 47 grams, guys. The lightest mouse ever created. If I'm not mistaken, it's the lightest mouse in the world, and it's most certainly the lightest mouse I've ever used. Now, prior to this video, I've used the Finalmouse Capetown for about a week, heavily, and I mean heavily used in Apex Legends. We're talking about 8 to 12 hours a day, and let me tell you guys, this mouse has exceeded all of my expectations. Now, there's been a lot of hype surrounding the Ultralight 2 Finalmouse Capetown, and for very good reason. It has a Pixart PMW 3360 sensor running at 500Hz polling rate, although tangentially, I beg to wonder why it doesn't run at 1000Hz polling rate, but not that you would notice any difference anyway. Finalmouse insists that the sensor would run at 500Hz, so this sensor in particular runs at 500Hz polling rate. It has like really smooth glide feet, reminiscent of hyperglides. It's very smooth, very sleek, especially right out of the box. Free from wear and tear. The feet glide really well. And the perforations around the mouse body extend to underneath it as well, over here, revealing the innards of the mouse. Although you can't really see that much because there's a plastic cover that's covering all the circuitry. And I know this is a common question, like with perforated mice, a lot of people ask you, is it resistant to sweat or dirt or grime when you're gaming on it heavily? It's not a problem, guys. Just wash your hands before you use the mouse. It's common sense, really. And I don't see why that would be a problem in any case. I've been using it heavily for a week, and I have had zero issues with the perforations of the mouse body. This is the lightest mouse I've ever owned and I've ever used. Prior to this, I've been using the G305, the Model O, and the Razer Viper. The G305 being the heaviest one at 80 grams, followed by the Model O at 69 grams and the Razer Viper as well. This is almost half the weight of my G305. And let me tell you, the difference is impeccable. When you have a mouse this light and you have a cord that's equally lightweight, the mouse basically becomes an extension of your hand. And there's nothing that gets between you and the game. And that's the end goal of having high-end gaming peripherals. I've always said this in the past, that the end goal of having good peripherals is that so nothing gets between you and the game. You play at your most comfortable level. It's not supposed to somewhat enhance you or make you a better player, but it's supposed to maximize your skill to its true potential by making you play at your most comfortable. And let me tell you, this mouse with this size of 11 centimeters, it's perfect for my hand. I have small, very small hands. I stand at 5'7", and my hands aren't really that large. So I prefer smaller mice. I prefer light, smaller mice. And as soon as the Model O hit the market, the first reaction I had towards the Model O was that, man, this mouse feels perfect, but it's too big for my hands. I wish there's a smaller mouse that had the same features, the same weight, but, a much more compact form factor. And this is the answer, the Ultralight Finalmouse. And alternatively, you could probably get the Model O minus. But we're talking about a Finalmouse Capetown right now, and it's the same size as a G305 at 11 centimeters roughly, and it's perfect for my hand. Now, grip-wise, if you notice, the mouse body has some sort of curvature here towards the back end. Now, normally a small mouse would necessitate a natural claw grip because the mouse is so small. But because of the curvature towards the back end, I noticed that I was forced to use a hybrid grip, hybrid between palm and claw. And you're probably going to notice the same thing due to the curvature on the back end. So right off the bat, it satisfied everything I want in a mouse. A top-end sensor, extremely lightweight, and a very small size that would fit my hands. The result was a very good gameplay experience, and gaming felt more natural than ever before. And that is why I believe the Finalmouse Capetown is an excellent mouse for users who prefer smaller mice. I would even go as far as saying that it's the best mouse I've ever used. And closing thoughts, the only reason why I would replace this mouse is if it would get broken somehow, which it has 4-year limited warranty. The only reason why I would change this mouse is if Finalmouse makes an exact copy of this, but a wireless version. Because I use a mouse bungee, and this is a wired mouse, and I've expressed previously in my videos that, how much I love wireless mice, and I think it's the future of gaming. If they manage to make a mouse this light, this small, in a wireless form, that would be the ultimate mouse. And I sure hope that Finalmouse is listening, because if they pull that off, man, that's going to be amazing. But for now, this wired mouse with a mouse bungee set up correctly, it takes the cake for me right now, man. Catch you next time, guys.